Lucy, thanks a lot. Yes, we are happy to have here the sixth cohort of Spacefounders with 15 new startups. It is the sixth cohort, the sixth selection of Spacefounders. First of all, what is Spacefounders? Is an accelerator. We created in 2018 in CNES a set of tools to develop the new ecosystems, going from ideation with an hackathon devoted to space towards the financial aspects with a fund specific to space activities via incubation, technical support, and acceleration. And we were very happy to share this initiative of acceleration with two other co-founders of that, ASI, the Italian Space Agency, and University of Bundeswehr in Munich. So we are three main co-founding organisms to work on this accelerator. Each year, we have one or two selections. This year, we have one with 15 startups to be accelerated with a specific program of some weeks in France, in Italy, in Germany, to meet with partners, to meet with industry, to meet with mentors, and then to be presented to investors to develop their business. And so it's very important to have partners, and the industry also play a big role in Spacefounders. We have already within industry important partners such as Thales Alenia Space, the Airbus Defence and Space, Safran also, and Beyond Gravity. And now, today, we are also pleased with this event to welcome Ariane Group as a new industrial partner of Spacefounders. And just to say that Spacefounders was created in 2021, and from the very beginning, we have accelerated 55 startups. And so it's not only something theoretical, it's very practical. And with this time, with these startups, almost 300 million euro raised and 1,000 jobs created. So it's not something very light, it's something very important for us. Of course, maybe without Spacefounders, there will be also jobs and million raised, but we want to think that because or thanks to Spacefounders, we accelerated this leverage and this created of jobs. And we obtained these results because, of course, the mentoring and the program of Spacefounders is very good, but also because the selection of the startups is very good. And so the 15 startups who will be pitching in a moment are already very good startups with very good ideas. That was I wanted to say of Spacefounders and the CNES initiative. Without waiting, I leave the floor to Azi. We'll speak a little bit more about Spacefounders, then University of Bundeswehr, and then we will have the pitches of the new startups accelerated this year. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. And next on stage is Augusto Cramarossa, Head of Strategy at the Italian Space Agency.
Thank you. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for your intervention, Lionel. I will try to be very short as you was, because I think that the most important things today are the pitches of the startup. I think that it's very important here the presence of all of you that demonstrate how much is important this kind of program. We are very happy of the partnership that we have created as co-founders with CNES and the University of Bundeswehr. And this is just to try to support the best startup in Europe. For us, startups are very important in the Italian Space Agency framework, are very important. And Spacefounders is one of the most important tools that we are using to do this kind of job. Our action covers several elements, several activities. We had a lot of studies running in order to understand which is the overall scenario of space in Italy, and so on and so forth. We are doing this with some university in Italy. And also, I would like to mention, this is very important, we have signed an agreement a couple of years ago with ISTAT. ISTAT is the Italian Institute for Statistics, the most important one. They are working with us in order to have a complete picture of the Italian space community. We have not yet the result of this study that we will have probably at the end of this year. So we are making studies, we are making incubation, as I mentioned before, and acceleration with Spacefounders. So it is at the core of all the activities that we are performing. But we have also a link and a lot of relation with venture capital and private funds in order to give also the possibility of using private funding in order to support the growth of the startup and the companies in general. We have also activities that maybe are not so very well known with our Ministry of Foreign Affairs and with the Italian trade agency in order to support the internationalization of our companies and startups in particular. And in addition to this, we have the normal work, work for technology development, technology transfer that is very important also for new ideas and new startup, and also to develop application services using the enormous amount of space data that we have. The numbers that have been mentioned are really impressive. I don't want to repeat this, but this number tell us and demonstrate to us how much is important that the work we are doing all together. I think that the fact that the three, if I may say this, one of the three most important countries in Europe involved in space are working together really demonstrate how much is important this kind of initiative and how much could be important the result that we will achieve. So I would like to finish with this, congratulating with the startup that has been selected, and good luck to them for the continuation of their job.
Thank you very much, and we are very pleased to welcome Germany, represented by Professor Gerhard Sieber, VP of University of Federal Armed Forces in Munich, and our partner since 2021. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for this kind introduction, and I can say I'm honored to represent the University of the Bundeswehr Munich, a founding partner, as mentioned before, of Spacefounders together with CNES since 2021. A number we always heard already. As a third core partner who reinforces our shared European vision and institutional strength, we have the Italian Space Agency, AC, on board. We all share a strong belief in the need for a sovereign, security-aware, and mission-driven accelerator for Europe's space innovators. Because space has become a strategic domain to secure Europeans' sovereignty. Our ability to innovate and scale in this field is more than critical than ever. Sometimes you think that we have to learn this the hard way, but anyway, we do it. Spacefounders addresses this need. We're enabling startups that combine cutting-edge technology with strategic relevance. The program is fast, it's collaborative, it's pan-European, and it's strategically aligned. Among the founding partners, the University of the Bundeswehr holds a unique position. We are bridging applied research, defense needs, innovation, especially in dual use and in defense technologies. Meanwhile, University of the Bundeswehr also is home of Palladion, the one and only NATO Diana defense accelerator in Germany. So University of the Bundeswehr is committed to fostering trusted and secure innovation environments for civil and defense-related space solutions. As host of the Munich Program Week, we can leverage our location as a growing new space and dual-use hotspot, home to leading startups, to applied research institutions, and national innovation infrastructure. I'm grateful for the strong cooperation between CNES, ANSI, and UniBW, and of course for the support of our institutional and cooperative partners. Finally, let me express warm congratulations to the 6th cohort. We look forward to supporting your growth and help strengthening Europe's technology and strategic resilience in space. As it's about the next cohort, I thank you very much for listening and stop talking now. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And now it's the time of the big reveal. So Spacefounders is the leading space startup accelerator in Europe, as we mentioned. Since the creation, so we have accelerated 55 companies, but with this new 15, and I consider that today is day one of acceleration, it goes until 70 companies coming from 20 different countries. So as you know, there is still room to go. We would love to have more applications coming from Eastern Europe, from Northern Europe, but we are already very happy since the beginning to receive such an amount of diversity of application. 300 million euro, Lionel mentioned it, from private capital injected in those companies. It's not enough. We know we have to be bolder, we have to go faster, but still it demonstrates that our startups in Europe are attractive for private investment. And without further ado, I will go directly to the announcement of the day. Welcome to Spacefounders Batch 6. And these are the companies that are joining us starting in September. You will see a subset of them. Not everybody could be present, but of course, during the entire summer, on our social media, we will take the time to introduce each company to explain what they do, what they intend to do, how can we help them. And we are very, very pleased to welcome on stage 8 of this company to explain in 1 minute, 1 minute 30 what they do. There won't be time for questions at this stage because we are a little bit on schedule for this session, but we will all stay after the pitches and after the signature of the MOU with Ariane Group to be able to discuss with you. Without further ado, I'm calling on stage coming from France, originally from Canada, Connectica. And Jeremy, you have 1 minute, 1 minute 30 to explain your company.
Hi everyone. Hello, my name is Jeremy. I am a co-founder and CEO at Connectica. So when I first reached out to Lucy, it was actually because we were interested to get in contact with Spacefounders companies because they are actually our ideal customer profile. They are high growth rate company based in Europe that typically already have a prototype and they want to build their first flight products to go in orbit. So Lucy told me, yeah, with pleasure, but for that you need to be part of Spacefounders. So we had a look a bit deeper and actually we just realized it was perfectly aligning with our roadmap strategies. Because we already proved in France, especially around Toulouse, Paris, and Bordeaux, that the space industry is really something that is working around clusters. And our strategy was anyway to reproduce these models in Germany and Italy. So we finally applied, we passed through the whole process, and we are today very happy to join this 6th batch of Spacefounders. So at Connectica, what we do, we are actually helping satellite integrator and COTS components manufacturers to build faster, cheaper, while making sure they are meeting the right level of quality the space industries require. So if you need to ramp up your production, please come talk to us, and let's make sure that we can grow up and make Europe all competitive together. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And now we are going to Italy with Arca Dynamics doing space-based space surveillance awareness with Daniele. Daniele, the floor is yours for 1 minute.
Good afternoon, everyone. Daniele Lucena, co-founder and CEO of Arca Dynamics, and we are a space-based space surveillance company. So as you may know, 95% of the traffic in LEO It's still untracked. Of course, it's statistics, but it's also a growing concern. Furthermore, new technologies for enabling in-orbit operations are in need of new systems that are able to cover and surveil LEOs 24/7. In order to overcome ground-based limitations, of course, the main one is the presence of the atmospheres and the alternation of the cycle of day and night. We're shifting the observations from ground to space, and that allows us to take custody of assets, space assets, 24/7, detect and track non-cooperative objects larger than 1 centimeter. That is, by the way, the largest majority of orbiting space objects. We're currently operational in the market. We're providing the service to the US Space Force as well as to the USST. And we're looking forward to upscale our solution by deploying 10 more satellites in the next 3 years in order to have not only a full coverage, but in order to monitor and map 25% of the 95% that we're not mapping yet. So we're looking for partners in order to make space a safer place and to foster responsible use of space. Thank you very much.
So we are going a little bit more south here. This company, Orbital Paradigm, is coming from Spain. Welcome, Francesco. We are going to talk about in-space logistics.
Hi, everyone. Good to see you. Some familiar faces. I'm Francesco, CEO and co-founder. We develop logistic and re-entry vehicles with the aim of making return from space extremely easy and precise and frequent. We start with the microgravity market, for which we're developing our first product. And our goal in the future is to be able to land with a precision better than a few tens of meters in continental Europe for in-space logistics and point-to-point suborbital transportation. So thanks, Spacefounders, for having us. We're launching our first flight within the end of the year, if everything goes well. We're working for that, and the next flight will hopefully be by the end of 2026. So we're excited to be part of the Spacefounder Batch 6. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you very much. Now I have a hand mic. We are back to France, and I'm calling now on stage the company Weir that is going to revolutionize geolocalization. Welcome on stage for Spacefounder Batch 6.
Hi, everybody. So Weir is the world's first indoor geolocation solution that is able to track all over the world. So 5 years ago, we have invented the first system that is able to geolocate behind a wall with 1 meter accuracy and 1 centimeter accuracy in loss. We are at the moment deploying hundreds of industrial sites by putting 4 gateways around the area to track. And in the next 5 years, we are going to launch around 300 satellites with the Weir technology inside in order to provide global indoor tracking worldwide.
Thank you very much and welcome. We are changing country again. This time and for the first time, we welcome a company coming from Luxembourg. Yoav, welcome to Spacefounders.
Thank you. My name is Yoav Lanzmann. I'm a co-founder of Space Backend. We are an ESA-supported company. We are actually a software company, and we are tackling a major pain in the interoperability of the space industry. We produced a software platform that can accelerate the time it takes to develop data interface, software drivers, if you like, between satellites, any satellite platform actually, and any component, payload, subsystem, you name it. So basically can remove months or years from a project of engineering time and instead let the engineers do the real interesting stuff and not the boring stuff. So this is what we do with a staggering number of satellites being launched each year. Think about the number of subsystems and components that are launched. Each one of them currently takes about 6 months to develop its systems, its data interface, and to test it. We can do it usually in less than a day. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We go to Germany, and we are very happy to welcome the company Wipno, do I pronounce that right? Doing something extremely important for the next generation of software, which is synthetic data generation, both for space, defense, but also other vertical. Welcome, Maximilian from Wipno.
Hello, I'm Max from Wipno. And as you already introduced, we are generating data, especially for space analytics and geoanalytics. We are solving one of the biggest problems in this domain because most of the companies, they have data, but sometimes they also lack of the semantics or the concept behind it. And we generate, so to say, the fake data or the simulated data for these companies. We already did this together with the European Union in the Copernicus program. And yeah, I'm very happy to be here because it's very awesome to be here. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And 2 more to go. Our next company is French, as you can see on this slide. We are super happy to welcome Ingescape. I was very impressed when I met them. They have already big project, mostly with like the rail industry and the aero industry, but now they are coming to provide solution for space. Welcome, Ingescape.
Hello everyone, proud to have been selected for this 6th batch of the Spacefounders. So Ingescape, what it is, we are aiming to solve complex systems. In these days, a complex system is a system of systems. For aerospace and space in particular, you have examples all around you. You take any mission, you have ground stations that need to communicate with the in-space equipments. You take a constellation of satellites, it's a system of systems, so that raises specific engineering challenges around integration of systems that were not originally designed to work together, with people management in terms of prime, contracting themselves to subcontractors. So we want to simplify all of that. And the promise is in my back. We are proven on existing verticals, like Lucy mentioned, in avionics, in transportation. And with our integration platform, we can accelerate the projects up to 50%, and time is money. So it's a big promise that I make to the future customers we'll be meeting during the program. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And we are staying in France with a company a little bit more mature called Taihave. They are revolutionizing the terahertz industry, coming all the way from Grenoble. It's the first time we have a company from Grenoble. Welcome, Carlos, in Taihave.
Good afternoon, everyone, if you hear me well. My name is Carlos Prada, and I'm co-founder of a company called Taihave, and we are located in the French Alps. At Taihave, we develop terahertz technology based on silicon devices and artificial intelligence. And today we use this technology that is very miniaturized and energy efficient to do industrial inspection. What we do today is that we make sure that products are of top quality and the products are fabricated with the right amount of raw materials. But this technology has much more opportunities, and we have found opportunities in the space industry. Let me give you 2 examples. One is that our technology can help with a space situational awareness, where we can precisely monitor the positioning of a space debris. We can also help establishing high data rate links for point-to-point communication to enable new applications for the space. We believe that with our technology that ranges from monitoring, from imaging to sensing to communications, and the fact that, as you saw, the technology is very compact and very small, and it's space grade and also energy efficient, we can really make a major breakthrough in the space industry. Thank you very much, and we are very happy to join Spacefounders cohort this time.
Thank you very much. So this is just a small teasing, I would say, for the entire cohort and what's going to happen for the next 3 months. In a nutshell, we will start working together in September. We will go to Munich. Thank you very much, UniBV, for hosting us. The idea is really to discover what kind of commercial partnership we can do in Germany, how to work together, and also benefit from master coaches and mentors. I see some of them here today, so thank you very much for contributing to this program to support the commercial strategy, but also the financial strategy. You will be welcome, if you're based on Germany, to come to one of our events and to take the time to really understand what the company is doing. We will then meet in France. Usually we go to Toulouse here to do the same, meaning meeting potential commercial partner, meeting customer, and getting to know what the French space scene can bring to all this company. And for the first time, and we are very, very happy, we are going in November in Italy, in Torino, to be able to do the same and to discover the Italian space tech with our Italian partner. Now, this being said, we can't support all this company, just the small team that we have. And this is why we are very happy to welcome Ariane Group as a partner to Spacefounders Consortium. If you can just give me 1 second to put the stage in order, and I will call you on the stage. Thank you. So in a normal show, we would have, you know, a dance moment to change the scenery. I'm very happy to welcome on stage Cecilia Matissart, VP of Strategy of Ariane Group, and Lionel Suchet, Chief Operating Officer of the French Space Agency, to say a few words about why this partnership is important, and then we can sign.
Well, I will be short and give you the floor, but as I said, the big company, I'm fighting not to oppose the new space and the startups to the big company. They all need to work together, and the interest for the big company is proven by the fact that we have partners with, as I said, Thales Alenia Space, Airbus Defence and Space, Safran, and so on. And now Ariane Group. It's not magic. It's not because we ask them to do that. It's because it is also their interest to work with startups and new way to work and new ideas and so on. So it is very interesting because it is win-win partnership. They use that for having close relationship with these new ideas, and we use that to push and to help Spacefounders, which is also important for us. So thanks a lot for this partnership. Thank you.
Thank you, Lon. So I'm very pleased to be here with you this afternoon at Paris Air Show. I'm Cecilia Matissart, Chief Strategy and Innovation Officer at Ariane Group. So, and I'm very, very pleased to celebrate this new partnership with Spacefounders under the umbrella of CNES, ASI, and Bundeswehr University. So at Ariane Group, you know, we are a little bit more than 8,000 rocket makers, all passionate, dedicated, committed to ensure European access, sovereign European access to space, notably with Ariane 6, but also at the service of French sovereignty, with the strategic missile, the M51, for the French Oceanic Deterrent Force. So at Ariane Group, we have unique expertise in access to space, covering the full spectrum of civil and military launch systems, as well as a broad range of product, equipment, and services, notably through our subsidiaries. And I invite you to go to visit the booth of Southern, just outside B3, because they are specialized in star trackers. So it is very important. So at the end, we are mastering state-of-the-art technologies covering the full spectrum from the chemistry of propellants, composite materials, but also solid, liquid, and electric propulsion systems. So again, I'm very, very happy to be able to collaborate, to accompany European startups, to foster innovation, and to be able also to reinforce the position of Europe in this domain. So thank you very much.
Thank you, and I would love to have Augusto Cramarosa and Professor Gerhard Sieber as representing of the co-founding partner of Spacefounders to join us. I'm signing on behalf of 3 agencies. I think it's great. Je t'en prie, and if we can have a nice picture, please. And for the last picture, I would love to have the founder present here on stage, please. All the company from batch 6, if you can join us for today. For our last picture. We're waiting for Avio, huh? Leonardo. Everybody.
You have to work on this. We have also other companies.
And welcome to Spacefounders. Congratulations. Welcome to Spacefounders batch 6. And now, if you have any question, we have time, I think, to discuss, to go in the crowd. Thank you very much for your time. It was a long day at Paris Air Show. Thank you so much.